Having my own winery actually gives me a lot of advantage, but the good thing for me is that my winery is quite large and we work for a lot of different clients around Marlborough and we make wine for them, and my Antmore brand's just a small client in my own winery. It's basically the pinnacle of the wines that I make. I grow a lot of fruit, I provide fruit to other companies and I grow fruit for other people, but I pick the best little parcels, or the parcels that suit my style for myself. And having the winery, it allows me to do lots of small ferments. So I've got hundreds of tanks. I can make 50 different Sauvignon Blanc ferments, and that gives me 50 blending options, which at the end of the day allows me to get consistency and the style that I can replicate, but also that I can evolve over time. When it comes to harvesting, we both hand harvest and use machine. The technology now is so great. The latest machines that we're using de-stem the fruit in the vineyard. So basically they just drive over the row, they shake the vine, the berries fall off. There's blowers inside that blow any leaves or debris out, and just the whole berries generally drop through. So we end up with a really beautiful clean sample. To do a couple of acres, maybe only take you an hour, hour and a half. Once the truck arrives at the winery, it's backed up the ramp, we tip it in. They're generally 12-tonne lots. It goes into a big receival bin, which was then elevated, and it runs through a destemmer just to make sure there aren't any little stems or petioles or anything in there. Generally the samples come in very clean, so it's not such a drama anymore. It's then taken into a press, which is a big pneumatic airbag press, which basically just squeezes the juice out of the fruit. The juice then drops down underneath and is pumped away to the tank. So this is about 3/4 of the way through the process. We've brought it through the vineyard, through the front end of the winery, through the presses. Now it's fermenting. It's probably got about 3 weeks to go until we're finished fermenting and settled off, and then we start getting them ready to blend up later in the year. With the wines that I make a lot of small batches. So for example with Pinot, I pick everything based on clone. They're all kept separate. They're all done open top fermenters, hand plunged, put to oak. Sauvignon Blanc, a similar sort of process. I have a huge number of different ferments, different yeasts, different temperature regimes, some on a bit heavier solids, some left on lees, some not. So it's really a matter of crafting something out of a whole bunch of components. Eggs are fermenting, so these are all white ferments Chardonnay. Historically, I've always had quite an old world winemaking approach to my wines. I generally don't use much, if any, in the way of chemical fining. I don't de-acidify. I really try and work the wine on its lees and base my picking decisions on crafting wine that's got minimal sulphur at the end of the day, that's really as natural as I can make it.